Hi everyone, my name is Oluwamuri Mide and you're welcome to my channel. Recently I started a graduate series on the channel, and if you've not seen the previous videos, please do watch them. Today I have a very interesting person with me, Bobsy Michael. I call him Bobsy Michael based on circumstances and logistics here. So, which I will explain later. But his name is Michael Lesomi, and he's going to be speaking to us today on Side Also. Side Also. So, yes, please introduce yourself.
Okay, hello everyone. My name is Michael Lisami and I'm a software developer. And I also studied medical laboratory science in the University of Ibadan.
Okay. Nice to meet you. All right, so like I said earlier, we're going to be talking about side hustles today. And so the first question is side hustle. What do you understand by side hustle? What does it mean to be to have a side hustle?
Okay, basically, a side hustle is a supplementary source of income an individual has to supplement the mainstream of income. So, an example I could give is a banker, someone who works in a bank and having a side hustle in that sense, probably selling shoes, for example. Now, so she's using the profit from the shoes to supplement her income from her bank job. So, to add that shoe selling is a side hustle.
So we can say, like, because it's a graduate series and it's supposed to help students, so there are students here, but then side also to them would be like working at the other side to maybe fund themselves, to have extra cash even while studying. And just for the jokes of it, you worked with a company called Side Side Also.
Yeah.
Are you still working with them?
No.
But you worked with them. Do you want to tell us about the company?
Yeah, Saros was an edtech company specialized in training African youths on digital skills such as programming, digital marketing, graphic design, and all. So basically, that was all we were doing. So people receive training on the skills online.
Okay. So what level did you start off? You said you're a web developer.
Yeah.
I believe the side also you worked with is web development. Do you still do it?
Yes.
Oh, really? So what level did you start?
What level of school I started?
Yes.
I was in 300 level. Yeah, I was in 300 level when I started.
And what made you start?
Okay, it was during the COVID year. Everyone was locked at home and it wasn't really easy getting cash from your parents when you are at home. So I needed something to start doing where I could make extra cash. And I tried my hands on a few things actually before I delved into programming. And although when I started, it got more interesting beyond the aspect of wanting to make money from it. But initially, when I was looking for what to do, it was because I needed to start making money. But when I started learning, it was so interesting that I was less concerned about making money from it. So I was more focused on learning it and being good at it.
That's beautiful. And now you're like very interested in the craft of web developing.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So the next question is quite interesting. We have come from a stage where the, should I say, quote and unquote side also mentality was just between hairdressing, tailoring, those things. So I would like to call or tag those as the conventional, right?
Okay.
So because side also. So what are the non-conventional side also? I know for sure that web development is something that is just coming up. What other non-conventional side also do we have?
Okay. One of the a couple of them I could just that comes off the top of my head is like data entry, writing services, like helping people write their homeworks or stuff like that. Where people prepare CV, cover letters, those are writing services, data entry, data analysis. There are a lot of them. You could even have delivery services. Yeah, so you could help people deliver stuff.
Content writing.
Content writing. So there are a lot of them. So you just need to look at what service people might need around you and build yourself in that aspect.
Yeah. But I just asked that question because if there is anybody out there like me who does not like the regular, the conventional kind, there are other options to explore, especially for somebody who would love to have multiple streams of income. There are other options to explore, and you just go look for it. Next question is, how well do you earn from web development? Encourage someone, but not necessarily tell us
Yeah,
your pay, but encourage someone.
I'm currently, or how it's the progression.
The progression.
Okay, initially when I started, it was something very, very little, right? Although then the focus wasn't really about the money for me, it was just about the opportunities to learn. Over time, I would say within less than 2 years, I was able to move into, I think that should be six figures, upper six figures.
Most times people are scared to venture into any form of work, side hustles, any form of, because it could be seen as like distraction. What do you think about that? How were you able to balance academics with doing something else by the side?
Okay, it's for me. It's basically just understanding which should come first, right? So being a student, understanding that for now, as much as I want to be making money by the side, my top priority is still my academics. So you try to make sure that even as much as you are trying to nurture that side also, you are making sure it doesn't negatively affect your academics intentionally. So you are making intentionally watching it to be sure that okay, do I need to cut down on the time I'm dedicating to this thing so I can face my academics more. But I believe there's always that possibility to combine academics with the side because people are involved in extracurricular activities, sports, NGOs, and we are not hearing that they are failing the academics. So having a business by the side with school shouldn't be any different.
Yeah. Would you say side also being a web developer even while you were in school has added any value to you?
Yes, actually for me it's helped me in understanding some things earlier, like working in an organizational setting, interacting with people, getting exposed to a lot of things, and even more importantly in the field where I'm working in, that's in programming. It's because there is a difference between just learning something and actually having to solve a real life problem with that skill. So you get to see that okay, probably when taking tutorials and all, this is how to do this is how to do A, this is how to do B. But when you're actually working to solve an actual problem, you realize that A doesn't solve the problem, B doesn't solve the problem. You have to understand how you can combine A and B to actually solve that problem. So it's helped in thinking and problem solving.
How about in terms of like values, work ethics?
Yeah, it's really helped actually because this kind of person that could care less. So right, so having to be responsible for something at work where you, for a couple of reasons, one, you are being paid, so you have to deliver, right? And also you are trying to maintain a kind of reputation, I would try to put it. So you don't want to be like the guy who is dragging the company back, so you have to put in effort, put in extra effort. So it's also helped me in being responsible. It also helped me with work relationships, being able to establish work relationships with people. I'm not really a people's person per se, but having to work with people you don't know, people from different backgrounds, help with interaction and communication basically.
You've experienced an on-site job,
Yeah.
right? And you've experienced a remote job,
Yes.
right? What's your personal preference and why?
Okay, I think for me, I would prefer an hybrid system where coming to the office is optional. So you can decide to work full-time remote, but there's also an office where you can decide to come to work. Personally, that's my personal preference, right? Because remote gives me that flexibility, and working on sites, there are times where I really don't have much to do, but so they don't think I'm just doing nothing. I prefer being in the office so they can see I actually have nothing to do. But apart from that, so also the flexibility of coming to the office whenever you like makes it easier. That so when there are days I actually do not feel like coming to the office, I am not under any compulsion to come to the office. But personally, I also love the office environment. So being able to probably go to the office, maybe just one day randomly, and meet other people there and play around.
Intend you studied MLS,
Yeah.
medical lab science.
Science,
Like, do you intend to work with that at all?
Yes, absolutely. I've used over 5 years for this course, and at least I have to use that certificate, even if for a short while.
Even while doing.
Yes. And the interesting thing about having these skills is that you can always take them by the side with a main skill, right? So the fact that I'm practicing MedLab doesn't rule out the possibility of me being able to practice my programming skills by the side. Just means that it will be on a lower level compared to practicing MedLab, but it's also still very much possible.
That's beautiful. So that's the last question. That's the last actual question.
Okay.
The remaining 2 questions are flex. So could there be a tech startup in view? Kinda. Are you looking towards a tech startup?
No. Currently, no.
Okay. Then I don't know how to put this. Maybe it's a myth. Maybe it's a God knows what. But they say that girls love tech bros. Girls are attracted to tech brothers. Is it true? Have you experienced such?
I don't know. But I used to hear it.
Used to hear it too. I thank you guys for watching. God bless you. I hope you learned something one way or the other. And a big thank you to Popsy Michael. I cannot unpopsy his name. I just don't know how to. So thank you very much for coming.
Thanks for having me.
And it's really an honor. Thank you, sir. So please tell them to like, share, and subscribe.
Like, share, and subscribe.
Thank you.
The button, it doesn't bite.
It doesn't bite and it does not consume anything to subscribe. So thank you very much. God bless you. And thank you, cameraman. We love you. So Pops Michael is here. Yay!
Should I call?
Yeah.
Okay, action.
Okay. So I'll just let him introduce himself.
Okay. You have.
Pops Michael.
Action. Why are you looking at this?
Right, cool. Yeah. Oh wow. That's beautiful.
I'm
So
smart.